Falky and Winnie.
Ooh, baby.
Falky and Winnie. We didn't talk about Falky and Winnie last week because Mo hadn't seen episode 3 and I didn't want to ruin it for her. So I figured we would just recap 3 and 4 this week. I mean, it's been a week since I've seen 3, but if I can remember 3, what happened in 3?
Pretty much they got Baron Zemo. Well, Bucky got Baron Zemo out of prison.
Oh, yeah. I love how they did that
sequence. Or Zemo got himself out of prison.
Yeah, I was going to say, I love how they did that sequence. It was very Ocean's 11 where they kind of like just talked about how it would have happened, but it already happened, and he just kind of walks in. I was like, cool, let's keep it moving.
Right, because we don't need to spend, like you said, they could have spent the whole episode on that.
And they didn't. They're like, look, we got 6 episodes to tell this tale. Let's keep it moving. I love that. I know, like I told Kristen last night that there's only 6 episodes, and she was like, oh, and I was like, wait. It could be 6 episodes of just nonstop goodness, or 13 episodes where half the time you're like,
come on, get to the good shit.
Yeah. So no, and the thing is, it's not. There's no filler in these episodes, at least to my mind. I don't know how you feel, but every time I'm watching it, and it's kind of the similar with. I think more with WandaVision, it was, I just want to figure out what the mystery is. So I was so eager to get more tidbits, right? That everything was give it to me. But with this show especially, they just start and they don't stop. And then the episode's over.
Yeah.
So yeah, they broke Zemo out of prison. Zemo gives them a lead to go to, what's that criminal city? Myanmar? Not Myanmar.
Madripoor.
Myanmar's real. Madripoor.
Yeah.
Okay. Madripoor is a fictional city that's kind of lawless. And a lot of criminals kind of run that joint. The police seem very lax there. The power broker is there, and he's a big hitter in the criminal underworld of the comics. Madripoor is actually a favorite hangout. In fact, the bar they go to is a hangout of Wolverine from the X-Men comics.
Yes, it is.
So they're brushing up against mutants left and right here, which is really cool. Yeah, they go there on a lead to talk to somebody about potentially finding the person that's making the serum. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then that person gets shot, and Sharon Carter shows up, and it's all mysterious, and she's all like a badass, like, why don't you guys pardon me? I'm here.
Right.
I'm hanging out with Edward Snowden, for God's sakes. Help me out. And it is kind of messed up. I'm like, why didn't they pardon her? She was with the crew. But she seemed to be doing fine since the blip. She's criminal underworld fabulous. So
right, selling stolen art, and
yeah, she got her
getting
own
her money.
Got her own henchmen and everything, so... I'm really suspicious about that because she
finds
a way
how does that just fucking happen?
Yeah, she finds not without
blip
doing some
or no
dirt.
blip.
Not without doing some dirt, man. But she finds a way to get him to the guy that's making the serum, and he's predictably cocky.
Right.
And Zemo's like, bow, shoots him. Big action scene. Sharon Carter's kicking ass. They're kicking ass. But the thing that really stood out to me, aside from Baron Zemo taking guns, shooting somebody, and then still sticking with them after he kicked a whole lot of ass and found a car out of there, where Sharon Carter already had a person standing by, and she's like, we got a couple of problems.
Right.
And I was like, who do you work for?
Right.
Are you actually the power broker? I don't know what's happening.
I would hate that if she was the power broker.
She doesn't need to be, no. But I'm wondering if maybe she works for the power broker.
Maybe.
And she also had that information because she was working with the power broker to try to find the stolen serum from the Flag Smashers in Morgenthau.
Yeah.
I don't know. How did that episode end? Do you recall?
That Wakandan, the Dora Milaje showed
That's
up.
right. That's right. So they go to their hideout, and Winter Soldier notices those little like healing balls from Wakanda and follows them. And she was actually
the first one that they showed in the
the first one that they showed, like back in Civil War when she
stepped
rolled
to Black
up on,
Widow.
Yeah, she stepped to Black Widow like, you don't want none. Black Widow.
And the funny thing is, after episode 4, we already knew the Dora Milaje were bad, but we knew Black Widow would have. She would have got that ass handed.
Yeah, probably. So we get to episode 4. They're basically like, we need a new lead. They go to the Flag Smasher, like not the Flag Smashers hideout, but I guess one of their safe houses or refugees that they've helped out. Mm-hmm. And they're getting, no one's wanting to talk to them. Everybody just keeps leaving the room. They're like passively aggressively like, fuck you. And they leave the room.
It's like, no. Megan, come on, Megan. No.
Megan, your jacket though.
No! I don't wanna! No!
Megan!
Come on, Megan!
And one guy's like,
I know you, Sam. I know who you are, but no!
But of course, creepy Zemo, he pulls up in his windowless white van and he gives the kids candy.
That's all I thought about. I was like, oh. No, none of y'all adults are looking at this shit.
Yeah, all of them were looking but they weren't doing anything. I'd have rolled up like, come on, let's go. No, you are not giving candy to my child. But he gives candy to the kids. One of the little girls whispers something in his ear, and then he's like, they get back to the hideout. They're like, we got Nathan. He's like, I gotta leave, but I ain't gonna tell y'all because leverage. And they're like, which pissed Winter Soldier off.
Please tell us.
Winter Soldier did more than say please. He said, what
Right.
the fuck you say to him, homie?
I'll destroy you.
I'll kill your ears. But Baron, he held it down, and he was like, no. Before they get a chance to head out on their lead, or get, because what they're going to do is catch Carly at a funeral, right? Who shows up but Battlestar and Captain Whack America?
Captain Whack America.
Whack Erica. Whackton.
Captain America.
Captain
Captain
America. Captain America. I don't like this guy. Anyways, especially after episode 4. Oh my god. So they're like, we know you guys know something, and we're gonna take Baron Zemo, and you're not gonna do anything about it. And they're like, will you calm your tits, dude? So then they're like, look, we got a lead. We're all gonna go together. It's fine. Which I'm like, why would you take him? But it didn't look like he was
not gonna follow him.
I was gonna say it didn't look like he was gonna take no for an answer, and they were on a tight timetable.
Well, not take no for an answer.
So I'm gonna take no for an anthem. So they show up just outside where they're gonna hold a memorial service, like this old abandoned warehouse or whatever. And Sam Wilson is trying to convince Captain America to let him go and talk to Carly alone. And Captain America, I don't know if you caught this because it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. He looks at Bucky and you're gonna let him do this? Like Bucky's the one in charge or whatever.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna let your boy do this? And he's like, well, or I think he said you're gonna let your partner do this. And he goes, well, we're not partners. He does what he wants. And then Sam kind of speaks up and goes, I used to counsel veterans. This is a thing that I do. This is my wheelhouse, man. I know what I'm doing. And it just rubbed me the wrong way that he was like, Whiteman, you're gonna tell your black friend to chill out?
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I'm picking up on something that's not actually there, but it just They even shot the Battlestar, and Battlestar kind of gave a look. I was like,
right.
Okay. So, anyways, they finally convince him to wait. Captain America handcuffs Baron Zemo, and they just kind of stand there, and he's pacing a lot. Falcon shows up and just kind of stands at a second floor window above the memorial in plain sight so Carly can see him while she's delivering a eulogy. It visibly shakes her a bit, but she continues with the eulogy. Everybody eventually leaves. She's like, I saw you. He came through like, yeah, I know. But he came through and starts talking to her, and he's having a really convincing conversation with her about, you think you're the hero, but you're actually the villain. You know, your ends are justifying your means, but your means are killing people. What's up? You know. Yeah. They shoot back to Captain America, and he's tweaking. He's like, I need to dispense justice. Ooh, look at these nipples. And they can't get him to sit still. And then he like goes up to Bucky, and he's like, are you going to let Sam Wilson die? And I was like, what? He'll be fine. Right when I think he's starting to get to Carly, of course, fucking Captain America busts in like, Carly Morgenthau, you're under arrest. And she's like, I knew I couldn't trust you. And I'm like, how did I not see this coming?
Right.
So big chase ensues. Carly ends up losing the serum in the chase. And Zemo's like shot her in the stomach, and he's coming after her. And then he goes, is this what I think it is? And I remember Kristen going like, oh my God, is he going to take it? And I was like, nah, that's not really Baron Zemo's ideology. He would likely, right. And then before I got a chance to even get it out, he just starts stomping the serum. And I was like, that's on brand.
That's my Zemo.
That's my Zemo. And, I mean, he's just like Carly. He's got an ideology he's willing to kill innocent people for, but he still sticks to it, right?
Right.
So he starts stomping him out. Then Captain America shows up and gives him probably the world's worst headache with that shield. You just see his shield come off camera like, bow, knocks him out immediately. And he notices, and I was like, oh, no. He notices that there's one vial left, and he pockets it before everybody else shows up.
Yep.
Not great. And it's funny because there's a parallel conversation that happens in this episode that I think is really interesting. So when they get back to the hideout and Zemo's nursing his giant Captain America shield headache, Zemo talks to Sam and he's like, if you had the chance to take the serum, would you? And Sam immediately is like, no.
No.
And Zemo's like, wow, that was quick. And while they're chilling there back at the hideout, Captain America shows up, and again, he's all just, justice! We're taking Zemo! We're taking him now! Blah! And they're like, you're not taking Zemo. And they're like, you want to go? I'll even set the shield down, bro. Make it even, bro. I'll set the shield down, bro.
Right.
And then Dora Milaje show up, and they're like, we will take Zemo. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yep.
And, of course, Captain Hardon, like, turns around, and he's just like, well, you want to go? And they're like, dude, no.
Don't. You'd rather fight fucking Bucky than these people.
Yeah, right. And sure enough, he tries to do a condescending, like, shoulder clasp. Like, hey, I bet we can all.
I get it.
As soon as his fingertips get within, like, molecule range of that woman's shoulder, she just, like, 4-hit combos his ass with the spear, which he calls pointy sticks, which I'm like, microaggressions. Anyways, so they start taking to whooping Battlestar and Captain America's ass. And Bucky and Falcon are just kind of sitting back like, should we help?
I
don't
so
know.
you're doing good there, buddy.
And they got, Captain America on the ropes. He's laying down. She's about to stab him with the spear. And then
about to kill him.
Finally Bucky comes in like, hey, okay, easy. And then she does some weird shit where she like basically deactivates and drops his arm. And he looks at her like, why the fuck didn't you tell me about this?
Right. He looked so betrayed.
I know. He was like, how could you do this?
Right. He's about to cry.
And this is the same woman, again, from Civil War, but also the one that helped him like unbrainwash. So they have a bit of relationship. You know what I mean? So there's a bit of a betrayal in the fact that she healed him and helped him back to mental health, obviously helped him with his arm and everything else. And she harbored the fact that, no, at any time I could have deactivated you.
Right.
They eventually calmed down enough to realize that Zemo had slipped out during the fighting. He basically pulled what Sam Wilson called an El Chapo.
Yeah.
He went to the bathroom and slipped to the sewers. They left, and Captain America's like, they didn't even have powers.
Right.
He's so upset. And later on, a butthurt Captain America.
Soldiers.
They weren't even super. So later on, Battlestar and Captain America are having a conversation. And Captain America asked Battlestar, if you had a chance to take the serum, would you? And then Battlestar, without hesitation, hell yeah. And he's like, you wouldn't be worried it'd make you crazy or anything? He was like, I figure, it just augments what's already there. And I was like, don't take it, Captain America. Don't take the serum. Somewhere off camera, he takes it because Carly calls Falcon's sister, threatens her, and then gives Falcon location to meet Carly. They meet. Captain America somehow finds out where they're all at, shows up. Shit goes south real fast. They're all fighting. And then in the fighting, you realize that Captain America's already taken the serum. And they're all like, well, we'll deal with that shit later.
Because, he throws his shield into a wall, and it, gets stuck there. And it's like,
That was kind of like, that could still, because I was still like, maybe he took, but then he kicks the guy, down a full flight of stairs, and he, slams into the wall like the shield. And I was like, yeah he took it. He took it. And during the fighting, they're all kind of kicking each other's ass. And then at one point, things get real serious. And then Battlestar gets thrown into a wall. And basically, I thought he was either paralyzed or killed. But it looks like he was killed. Because Captain America goes to and he just goes nuts, right? And Winter Soldier and Falcon, they go chasing after Carly. And then Captain America just leaps out of a window and just sees one of them. Not even the dude that actually killed Battlestar, just one of them.
Right.
In fact, I don't think it was it Carly that killed Battlestar?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too, but she had a mask on, so I wasn't 100% sure. But yeah, and he goes chasing down one of the super soldiers in a public square, and this is close to where the episode ends. He gets him cornered. The guy's laying on the ground, his hands up. He's laying on his back. He's like, I didn't kill him. And then Captain America just takes his shield and just caves this dude's chest in, beats him repeatedly. There's blood everywhere. I was like, holy crap, this is violent.
Yeah, and then you got that crazy, crazy shot of blood on the shield.
Yeah, when he picked it back up.
Wow, that's
he even
not
had
what
a
that's
slight
supposed to be.
Yeah, he even had a slight grin on his face. And then at one point he licked the blood off the shield.
Did he?
No, that didn't happen.
Okay.
But still, it was
I
bad.
missed that part. Shit.
No, he might as well have, though. Oh my god. He really enjoyed it.
And basically, this is showing you just how unlike Steve he is. Because if you remember in Civil War, Steve had the chance to do that to Tony. And he just decided not to.
Yeah.
And dipped.
Well, yeah,
same little shield bash. But yeah, it was, whew, that was a great episode.
No, it was. It ended on a banger, and I was just like, whoa, hold up, crap.
Right. And got 2 more left.
2 more. So I'm thoroughly enjoying the show. I'm so pleasantly surprised. I know we had talked about it before the show came out, and I was like, I don't know how it's going to work. But everybody in it is great. Mm-hmm. You know what I hate? Even before this episode, Wyatt Russell had to shut off his Instagram because of all that harassment he was getting.
Yeah.
Like, you feel like it doesn't need to be said, but there are people that are just so dumb. Mm-hmm. Like, he's an actor, guys. If you hate him, he's doing his job well. You should be congratulating him. Right. Wyatt Russell is making this show for me alongside Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like, they're all great. I like how much I hate this guy because it's really getting me invested in the show, right?
Exactly.
I mean, Marvel has a problem with villains, and you finally get a villain that's really decent and complex, and you're like, I'm going to go harass him in real life. And also, yeah. Oh, well, not anymore, but...
well, yeah.
Yeah, start off human, for sure. But yeah, it's just... Whew, I don't know how these last 2 episodes are going to go, but 1, stop harassing Wyatt Russell. He's a national treasure. And 2... and 2, I'm just so excited, man. I don't know. There's not a whole lot of speculation in this like there was in the previous show. I mean, you could speculate about mutants and
right.
Madripoor and
there's almost no need to.